What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another NASCAR Heat video. No, this is not career mode. I'm just kind of making this video because I kind of just want to share out what I feel like what they should add into the next NASCAR Heat game, aka NASCAR Heat 5, and when it's released, actually I believe 2021, or maybe at the end of 2020, maybe. But I feel like some things that, but I'm gonna make a list of. I don't have a list, but I'm just saying like stuff they should add. Maybe like small minor details or other stuff. But today's video, I'm just gonna be looking through stuff they should add in NASCAR Heat 5, or maybe potentially even as an update to NASCAR Heat 4. But the first thing I feel like they should add, or add slash update, is replays. It's very hard to like control a replay, especially with like if an unexpected caution comes out and you want to see what brought off the caution, and sometimes it won't tell you. Hold on. But like maybe even like a caution camera, or like maybe a special section in the in like the replayed length that'll show you like cautions only. It's like a little dedicated section that's for cautions only. Just another small minor details to this is just controllable cameras in this kind of view. So it's like if you're in a replay mode, you don't have like a randomized camera. Like I kind of wish you were able to like move it around. So it's like if you want to make a thumbnail for like a video or whatever, you could get it a lot easier. And another thing that I feel like should be updated for replay is car spectating. I wish you could spectate in our car, because sometimes you'll be able to see a caution, but like you'll see the caution thing for it, or like a caution will come out and you'll know somebody has wrecked, but maybe you don't know like where it was or like how it happened, so you wanna go see it, but you can't see it because unfortunately car spectating is not a thing. It's not created. The second thing I feel like they should 704 games should add is I'm just trying to think is car black flags. So you can get black flags, but cars can't. But I kind of wish cars could get a black flag so maybe like so maybe a car has too many people over a pit wall, so like penalty like 5 seconds, something like that. I don't know, just off the top of my head. Or maybe like a penalty speeding 10-second penalty, or a drive-through, which means you would have to drive through pit road, stop in your pit box for like 3 seconds, and yeah. Another thing I wish they had was for this kind of thing for AI black flags is kind of like maybe let's say jumping the start. So like maybe like AI has a maybe like 10% chance of jumping the start, and they got black flagged, and they would have to do a drive-through through pit road. I feel like another thing they could also add is DNFs for the player, because maybe like let's say you took way too much damage, and you don't want to repair it, so you can just like kind of like skip the race, but finish the race. Then it would also kind of generate like a randomized it would generate like a randomized finish order. So like it's like, let's say you DNF at like 38th, and let's say like you don't want to like just have to do the race over again. You can just kind of like skip it. So if you look in your pause menu, so that you have like, and if you were to press exit race, I wish you could also like, so like, let's say if it was I don't know, I was just gonna do like triangle. Triangle would be like would be the button to DNF a race, which means it would finish the race without you having to manually finish it. So like you wouldn't have to do like a whole really long race and just kind of have to do 200 laps at Daytona, like if I just exit the race. Whatever, I guess we'll just restart again. I didn't mean to exit out of the race, I was doing good also. But another thing, like kind of like how BJ McLeod, Tyler Reddick, and Kevin Harvick kind of made it 3 wide. I feel like BJ McLeod could have gotten a black flag for jumping to start, or maybe Reddick could have gotten like a thing. What is with my lane for just always checking off? I don't know, but talking about black flags and all that for like jumping to start. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that could be good for like black flags or whatever. But we were talking about damage earlier and with DNFs. So, which brings up the next thing I think they should add. The next thing I think they should add is just like generally like a better damage model. I'm not saying that the one they have right now in game is bad, but I'm just saying like improve it. I mean, make it better, make it realistic. Like let's say you tap the wall like that, you would get a little bit of like, I don't know, wall damage. But let's say like the big one at Daytona happens. I've had that happen to me before. Check out my I think it's part 26, I think it is, career mode video. And it's the one at Daytona for the Xfinity Series debut. But Greg Golding blows a left rear tire. He spins across the field. Multiple cars collected, including me. I could have just DNF'd that if DNF was a thing. But yeah, like I'm just saying like so like when you like blow a tire, I kind of wish your tire would like actually kind of like fall apart. But when you blow a tire, it's really hard to control the car. I mean, you can't like, I mean, you can only go like so fast. Maybe like when your tire is getting worn out, you can probably see like the yellow wording on the sides wear off a little bit by a little bit. So then when the tire pops, you would actually hear like the pop sound. I feel like that could be something they could add in, but that also kind of be a challenge to add in. Another thing I feel like they should add, or something they should add or slash update, is fans. Yeah, the fans. So let's say like you make contact with someone on purpose, and they get mad about it. Your fans would react to that, or like I don't know. I don't have like a list, but like I mean I'm just doing everything off my head. But maybe if like, let's say you make contact with someone or you like wreck someone out, like, so they like DNF. Let's say like maybe some of your fans, maybe like you would lose like a couple fans, something like that, like, and but then other drivers would like react to that. I'm just kind of like talking about the rival system at this point now. So like, let's say like you wreck someone, now your fans would all decrease a little bit. Maybe say like maybe like 5% they decrease, or so like let's say you have like 800 fans, maybe you wreck someone, you would have 750 fans, something like that. And then your driver's like rival slash friend meter would only go down like a slight bit, and I wish they could react to those things, either like upset at you or maybe like, hey, that was a good thing you did. I don't know. Someone wrecked on turn 4. See it on the map. I mean, he's just sitting there. Brendan Gaunt's leading the race. Yeah, someone's on turn 4 and he's not moving. This field better know what's happening. I think they're also wrecking back there again. Oh, okay. This guy's finally going out. I think he is coming down pit road. Yeah, he is. He's off the track. He's like he really blowing the tire. Who is that? Oh, Matt said, Joey, I'm driving through the grass. I came back up the track. But, I might also do some live streams on like just a quick race, maybe like a full 100 quick race, just for fun, just if I don't feel like doing a career mode video. But anyway, back to the show slash update in the next NASCAR Heat game video. So next thing I feel like they could add, or update, is kind of like the damage, like the damage model, but like better damage physics. Like I wish you could break like an axle or something, or maybe even like a drive shaft or something. I also wish like if you damage something like really bad enough, it's like let's say you like head on into the wall, you would lose the front nose. Like the Michael and Mike Harmon incident at Indianapolis last year for the playoff race, or I think the playoff cutoff. So like, it's like let's say like I cut off Tyler Reddick, or that's not Tyler Reddick. Who is that? Is that Austin, or that's either Austin or Emmerich? But so like let's say you cut someone off, either like you damage someone's, like you could like lose like panels or whatever, and you would have to fix it. But like let's say the estimate time would be like 30 seconds. I also kind of wish pit times were slower, kind of like so like you have more time to like adjust tire pressures and all that, because I do feel like kind of rushed. Like 36 seconds isn't really enough to set your tire pressures all to 50-50 for left and right, both sides. It's really not enough, especially with how slow it goes. But like, I kind of just wish, I'm probably not making sense right now, but just like kind of like slow down pit road time, but kind of make it where it's like you can, like let's say you really damage your car, just make it where you don't go like 100 laps now at like say Bristol or whatever. Because I mean Bristol, they're not exactly competitive at Bristol, so you kind of just run your own laps. Someone else is dead on turn 4. Oh, I see him. He's way back there. But and we're going back to like the damage model slash physics thing is like, I kind of wish like sometimes how drivers will lose their tailgate. There's not tailgate, this ain't trucks, but like the back bumper. So like they would lose that. They would have to come and get it fixed because it is a aero regulation. And that would take like 10 seconds or whatever. Same with like the hood flaps and roof flaps. I wish like they could be damaged too. Like what we saw at the 2019 1000bulbs.com 500 I think it is, or 1000bulbs.com at Talladega this year, aka 2019, the final race, the one Brandon Gaughan flips at. How hood flaps were breaking off of them, it was creating major aerodynamic issues. I wish that could happen. I also wish again, going back to the tire model, like if you pop a tire, you could actually see little parts of your tire breaking off. And one thing, so it's like you pop like a right front tire, you can see the little debris, and then caution will come out for like either tire debris or for you blowing a tire. One thing I also wish they added was physical debris. So like let's say you get in a major crash, and this kind of ties along with the physics, the damage physics update, which aka they could add. Like let's say you have like a giant piece of a car somewhere. So like let's say a fender, or not fender, but like a quarter panel, like the right rear quarter panel is like off the car. Or maybe like a Axel or whatever comes off. They would call a caution for that axle being broken off or off, and then they would get off the track. And yeah, I mean, another thing I think they could add, I'm just trying to scrap some stuff up. Probably like a traction compound update so pretty much track setting. So like places like Daytona, or like somewhere like the short tracks like Dover or Bristol or ISM, or intermediates like Texas, Charlotte, Atlanta. I wish you could add like traction compounds to those. So like you could so you can actually make like a lane work. One thing, and again we're just gonna talk about track settings real quick. But what I think they should add for track setting is control of track temp, with like maybe like what you want your temp to be. Maybe it starts off at like maybe I don't know, like track temp could, for like Daytona, I feel like might be like around 80, I think. So I wish I really don't know how we would add track temp to the game, but stuff maybe you want to run the Daytona 500 at night, you know, and maybe like you know, like maybe you just want to run like a certain race at night, but you don't want to change it to like the specific race to run at night. So like you don't have to run like the STP. I think that's what All's sponsor is, the STP. So like you don't have to race the STP, or so like you don't have to run the Martinsville night race to run the STP 500. Like maybe certain track settings with lights could be like, would you prefer night or dark with lights on or off? So I'm just saying like something like an own, like your own custom race. And maybe like be able to get, like give it a like a title and how many miles you're gonna do and all that. I mean that could be, I mean that would be pretty cool. That could also work for like esports or whatever, or e-leagues, to be able to do their own series. Okay, so leaders video we're also gonna pick. I don't know how long this video is, so I'm gonna try and make it up quick. But next thing I wish they could add was a better spark. It's like, let's say like you pop a tire, you can see sparks coming out of your tire. It's like, let's say like somebody pops a tire. It would be better at night, like that area around where like the crash was. Maybe that would maybe that like, so like let's say like you damage, so like just adding like a spark, like sparks when you crash. I feel like that could be like a really good feature they could add to the game. And yeah.
Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
But I feel like going back to the damage model, like maybe like let's say like your lug nuts come off loose or something, and going back to so like you could possibly lose a tire, which would very severely hurt your driving or how the car handles. But another thing that could also be added, and this is going back to maybe like AI incidents. It's like maybe like an AI has a bad pit stop, maybe sped in. It's like how Daytona's is 55, maybe he came in at like 65. And then this is gonna be the last thing I talk about for this video. I might have to make a two-parter. But the last thing that they could add is maybe just chances of you, like very low chances of you getting put in the back of the rate, in the back, like maybe like just chances of you having to start in the back in a race. Like, yeah, sure, I mean you can sometimes gain like the max is 3 spots, but I wish like just randomly, maybe like just I don't want to be like too common, but I don't need it to be like very not common, but maybe just something like I don't know, maybe just like it's like when you crash in qualifying, yeah, you can forfeit it, that works. But like, let's say you qualify and you finish the qualifying, and let's say you're like 10th. Maybe like a 5% chance, maybe like a 10% chance, something like that. Just something that wouldn't be like too much, but it wouldn't be like an everyday sort of thing. Just kind of make it balanced, where it's like you randomly get it, but where you randomly like get put in the back, and then like let's say it's like I'm just saying like maybe you have like a chance to get put in the back like every other car does. But then this, okay, seriously, this might be the last thing in this video. But this ties along with it, so it's not really technically the last thing. It's the last thing, part 2. But post-race inspections failing. So like, let's say the leader, like, so let's say I win a race. Maybe like you have a random chance of maybe like failing post-race inspection, maybe like post-race tech inspection, etc. You would get put back in maybe like on the last car on the lead lap. then like second place will win, or maybe like max of like 3 cars would fail, or maybe let's say you finish like, I don't know, 10th. You finish 10th and or fuck it, let's go lower, like maybe 15th. Let's say 3 cars that finished before you, so like in a higher position than you. Let's say like they fail like a post-race inspection. That would give you 3 spots, and yeah. But I really don't know what else I should say in this video. So I also don't want this video to be like a really long video. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. Leave your comments down below on what you think they could add, and maybe I can probably make a video again and probably just like summarizing what I said in this video. But yeah, guys. I don't know how long this is. Probably like a 30-minute video. But stay tuned for next video, guys. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Click the bell so you never miss a video or live stream, and leave a like if you enjoyed today's video. But yeah, guys, stay tuned for next video, and see you guys in the next one. Peace out.